Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom here from SportsBook Chelsea enjoyed their first win of the new season on Sunday and will look to continue their win record when they host Crystal Palace on Saturday. Can they do it? Well, Kevin Stott, sports writer and SBR contributor, joins us now to run through the match. Now, the last meeting back in May ended 1-0 to Chelsea at home. What are you predicting from this match?
I think Chelsea will be driven again by the emotions of a couple things here. The bad start, perceived bad start. They lost a game that they should have lost to Manchester City on the road, and then they tied a game at home, the opener against Swansea, that people obviously thought they should have won. So they're really only 2 points behind. But in the press and in the Chelsea world, it's like it's the end of the world. So they're going to be motivated by that. They're at home. They're incredible at home. They didn't lose last year under Mourinho at Stamford Bridge. So I see them using that. And this new kid, Pedro, they signed from Barcelona, is really a great addition. I see him helping a lot in connecting up in the midfield.
Yeah. Chelsea are priced pretty low, though, for this match, considering, you know, their form in the new season here. 1.36 Ladbrokes. The draw is 5, Bet365. And then Crystal Palace, you can get them for as high as 10.5 with BetVictor. Are we looking at a clean Chelsea win? You're looking half-time, full-time? Or could Crystal Palace, you know, prove a bit of a problem here for the Blues?
Most definitely. That's a great question. It's a London derby, and Crystal Palace is actually ahead of Chelsea in the standings, even though it's early in the season, the fourth game. But they're going to believe they've got this guy Sacco that they got from Liverpool. Chelsea's going to have to do what they can to try and contain this guy, and it seems like John Terry and Branislav Ivanovic maybe have lost a step. They look a little bit older. Chelsea's given up 7 goals in 3 games. Very un-Chelsea-like, very undefensive-like. But then again, they had Courtois got the red card in game 1. Begovic had to come in, and then Courtois came back in the last game. So it's been a choppy start to Chelsea. So what Mourinho's going to want to do is level things out, get them to be more park the busish and more calm. So therefore, I see like Hazard or Costa or maybe Pedro scoring first. Chelsea having a 1, maybe 2-0 halftime lead, and then Crystal Palace maybe scoring, and but then Chelsea putting it away. And I have a predicted score here of Chelsea winning 3-1.
Okay, all right, so you are going for the over there, 1.7. And yes, because Chelsea's defence hasn't been as tight. Obviously, they had the tightest defence in last season, but Crystal Palace have scored in all of their Premier League matches so far. I like the both teams to score bets as well, and that actually has higher odds there. It's about 2.1 compared to the no, which is 1.8. What are you thinking?
I like that. I mean, all the previous years, Natalie, I'd go against you and not like it. I don't know if it's because of Czech or probably because of Crystal Palace's roster. But the reality is Crystal Palace has the Sacco guy now, and they have a bunch of other scorers. And in Courtois and Chelsea has been giving up goals. They've had some lapses in defense, some huge spaces, some chasms that weren't there last year. So Crystal Palace is going to be pumped up for this game. They've got Wilfried Zaha, they've got James MacArthur, Johan Cabaye, Jason Punchin, Bakary Sacco from Wolverhampton, the guy we've talked about. They have enough guys in the midfield and the attack that they can create problems. And yeah, I see them getting a goal and working backwards from that. It's good to plug in the over. If you think Crystal Palace is going to win, and yet you think Chelsea's going to outscore them, it's good to work backwards from that. That's why I like the over 2.5 in this game. Also, because I do think Crystal Palace will be able to get a goal. Chelsea hasn't had a clean sheet all year, and I don't think they get one Saturday.
Yeah, and 2.1 there for both teams to score. I really like that bet. But what have you got for us today, Kevin?
I think this game I took to the Asian handicap, Natalie. I didn't like minus 300. I thought Chelsea was, the price was decent, but I didn't want, who wants to lay 300 to win 100? So I just figured that Chelsea, because of this Pedro guy and because of the nervousness and because, another thing that's motivating Chelsea is they see Manchester City sitting up there with 8 goals and none against, 9 points in 3 games. They see that kind of perfection, and that fear will motivate Chelsea to be better. Therefore, they're going to be on their best behavior. Chelsea minus 1.5 plus $1.03 at BetVictor was the best I saw. I like it on the Asian handicap. And then, as we said, the over 2.5 is the second pick.
All right, so Chelsea minus 1.5, 2.05 there, Bet365, and the over 2.5 goals, that comes in 1.7, BetVictor. Also look for both teams to score there, 2.1. Kevin Stott, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, beautiful. Hey, thanks a lot, Natalie.